weed of the week is Musk Thistle.
There are many biennial thistles that will fight, and more times than not they're in pasture and rangeland, maybe even roadside ditches, not out in disturbed fields. We don't have a big challenge with them there.
Okay, so whenever we think about a biennial or 2-year life cycle plant, ideally, we'd love to see you control it in year 1, not in year 2 when it may be going to seed.
Oh, Brand, but we don't notice it in year 1 because it's this rosette that's low to the ground. If we've got good grass growth around it, well, it can hide out in the field and be tough to see.
Okay, so if, let's say, you want to just spray every other year, which some farmers like to do, we would strongly encourage you use a good residual herbicide. Now, the best one for Musk Thistle is going to be Milestone. That's excellent, but just keep in mind that Milestone and its use is not going to allow you to rotate to certain crops. So if you say, this might be my last year or 2 with pasture, I want to put it into cropland, well, be really careful with that rotation. My choice number 2 is Tordon. That was the old standard until Milestone came out, but both of those products have excellent residual. Both of those products are going to be outstanding on Musk Thistle.
All right, so here's the other thing though, Brian. We hear guys saying, well, what about 2,4-D? What about dicamba? Sure. There's new formulations of each. Is this a situation where that could be beneficial?
Well, you can use those products if you want to. It's just they're not going to have long-term residual. They're not going to be quite as good on Musk Thistle. If you're going to use one of those products, I'd suggest using a very high rate. Make absolutely sure you've burned that Musk Thistle to the ground at least, and then hopefully it's not going to be going to seed.
And here's the other thing that I call wishful thinking. Well, the seed head is out, it's flowering. If I spray now, can I kill the germination on that seed?
Well, it depends on how far along that seed is, but let's just put it this way. We really want you spraying a little earlier before you ever see seed. That way you don't have to worry about it.
That's all time for our weed, but Iron Talk is coming up next.